Mia, I would like to open the show today with a discussion that began the other day based on that email I got, if you'll recall. Let me read it, and we will take a look. Now, this was from Joey J. in Miami, Florida. And Joey says, I have a dilemma. My husband committed a crime that I am disgusted and ashamed to learn about. I can't tell you exactly what he did, but it involves him exposing himself to a minor, and another man being arrested for his crime. But now my question is, do I turn him in or not? I love him, but should I turn my back on him and have him arrested? Wow, Mia. There's a lot here. The alleged depravity, depraved sexuality of the husband, a woman faced with informing on him or not, loyalty and allegiance versus what is right under the law. Wow, what do you think?
Well, it's very complicated. I mean, even though it might sound very simple, your first instinct, yes, let's turn the son of a bitch in. If he's exposing himself to a minor, that is a crime. What will be the next step that he'll do it? Or did he do... the question is, what led the man to get that done? And why did he do it, too? It's really, how can a man do that without feeling guilty?
Well,
without being in the right mind?
Well, we don't really know anything about him. She's the one with the ethical dilemma here, right?
Yeah.
She's dealing with...
But that's what's going on her mind right now, probably. It's going, geez, what get to him? Here's the man that I love, that I married, that I commit myself to it, and suddenly you find out your man is not what you expected. Yeah. And how long has he been doing that? Was that those are all the questions that I would ask. Because your first thought is, he should be turned in. Then you start investigating a little more and finding out, what caused the man to do that and how long has he been doing it. And if we don't do anything to stop right now, will he continue to deliver that, or put someone in dangers?
Yeah, there's a lot here. And so if I may take a rather philosophical look at this for a moment, in my mind, this is the very essence of the split between a civilized versus cultural view of crime. Now, bear with me. Here in this civilization, we have a duty to the law, Mia, above our own interests, right? You must turn him in. However, and you come from a third world country. This isn't the view in Europe and other third world cultures, where caring for loved ones, no matter what they do, including often murder, that supersedes the law. You in these cultures, you feel you can't turn him in because that would be a shameful betrayal of your family, right? Now, in the classics, the Orestes trilogy, for instance, this was all about that. When Orestes has to decide whether to kill his mother in revenge for killing his father or letting the so-called justice system take care of that. What do you think?
It's really a hard decision to make it, but the best, you always got to think, I always think about the children too, because there'll be somebody innocent that are suddenly involved in something they did not expect. It's not right for the children, and that's my point here. I think, if you think about somebody suddenly exposing themselves to someone who's innocent, who never thought about sex, and suddenly this child has to start thinking about, or, be involved in something that she was not even aware of it. And that might change her entire future. And that's not right because if somebody has some type of desire, some evil desire that's taking over this man, what really leading somebody to do that? Yeah. Especially when you were already married, that you were committed to love somebody, and here you're exposing yourself to a minor.
Right. So on one hand,
what's in your mind?
On one hand, she really has to get this guy off the street, because if she doesn't turn him in, the likelihood is he's going to do it again. Right. I mean, there's been no change in his behavior. He's just.
Think about it.
And here also, look, she raised this point too, that another guy is being framed for this. She knows her husband did it, but some other guy is taking the blame for that. So there's a couple things here. But now remember, squealing, snitching, especially in the old world, no matter what was done, you did not squeal on your family because the family ties were far too great.